Good day, guys. Welcome back to Mango Invest. We've just got another portfolio update, updating from the last sort of 2 to 3 weeks. We've had a recent market rally, so now bringing up the portfolio to $290,000. In the last trading day, I think the last 2 days was just minus, just less than $1,000 each day, bringing the total portfolio value up to just under 15 grand, which is 5.39%. And then the cash position is sitting at $1,360. The recent rallies have been coming from all companies, but more importantly, Apple and Microsoft, which has been the biggest driving factor of the portfolio these last couple of days. But we've also, sold a lot of Microsoft on the way up and a little bit of Apple just to bolster some dividend-paying companies. As you can see here, like the recent rally within Microsoft is shooting up tremendously. So I'm taking this as an opportunity to get a little bit greedy, sell on the uptrend, get some profits, and then, put that money to work into some higher paying dividend companies. So that's the goal with Microsoft and Apple for now. So we'll just click into the transactions and we'll just go back to the 8th of November and we'll cover off everything there. So moving down to, the 8th of November here. So I sold Microsoft for $1,083, making at least about half of it profit, which is good. And then I took a little bit of the cash alongside that and I bought some more shares of Realty Income Corporation, which has been trading down at ridiculous levels. So I wanted to take advantage of that. And then the next day, again, there was a massive rally in the market. And this goes hand in hand. I really want to start to consolidate all my companies. So I wanted to sell off the ones that weren't doing so well, and then rebolster all of my favorite dividend paying companies. So I sold more Microsoft for more of a profit, but also some Apple as well. So about $1,000 a piece. And with that, I put $1,000 more into Jeppy, and then just under $1,000 more into QYLD, which are my two highest paying dividend companies within the portfolio, which we'll look at later. But then on the same day, ended up selling Vici. That they've got a pretty decent dividend rate, but again, I wanted to consolidate, and then I could use that $6,000 worth of equity from Vici, and still put that straight into Realty Income Corporation and Jeppy, in which you can see here. So $1,000 worth of Realty Income Corporation, $3,000 worth of QYLD, and then just over $2,000 worth of Jeppy. All right, and then on the same day, I got a little bit greedy again, and I've got a lot of banks. I had 4 banks, 2 in Canada and 2 in America. One of the American ones was JP Morgan. So just to diversify a bit, I sort of sold out of JP Morgan completely out of my whole position, and the total equity was just over $10,000. So I took that money, and that was roughly about a $3,000 profit, which was good. And then ended up buying $3,000 more worth of QYLD, $3,000 more of Realty Income Corporation, and then just over $4,000 more of Jeppy. So going hard on these 3 companies, as they're the highest paying dividend companies in the portfolio so far. And as you can see, just some recent dividends here as well. So AGNC $118, Realty Income Corporation $126. Although this isn't taken into consideration, the a big chunk of money I've just invested. So I think this will be more looking at like $150 every single month. And then again, there was another uptrend on the last trading days of this week. So again, I took some more opportunity to sell 3 more shares of Microsoft, valued just over $1,000. But I've kept that in the cash position at the moment. So I think I've done my fair share of selling and then rebolstering dividend companies. So I think from now on, if the rally continues with Microsoft and Apple, I'll just continue to just keep that in the cash position and wait for a market crash there. And then that last dividend from Apple that you can see, $34 every 3 months with that one. So pretty happy with that. And that's, you can see the cash balance, but also the settlements, which is the Microsoft selling there. But we'll have a look at the stake portfolio now, just to see the whole value of the companies now. So if you look at Alibaba, still the equity is still around $22,000, and they've just had 2 consecutive days of negative growth there. So I'm down $15,000 USD with Alibaba, so not doing too well. But moving down to Jeppy, so I've now just got under $40,000 in Jeppy, and now this is a company that pays 10%. Well, let's actually have a look in to see what the dividend yield is. let it load there. Yeah, so just under 10% dividend yield, so pretty good dividends coming there. I think it roughly comes out to be like $300 a month now. What else have we got? QYLD. So I've now got $20,000 in QYLD, which is up massively. And then Realty Income Corporation, $33,000 equity in that company, still down, $3,200, but we're starting to see Realty Income Corporation recover over the last sort of couple of days there. So that's the current sittings within the highest paying dividend companies so far. All right, and then moving over to track your dividends. So I've now, the yield on cost is now up, just under 5%, now over 5.19, which is awesome. And the annual income's gone from 13 grand, up to 14.3, which is absolutely huge. Let's just see what the differences are for JEPI. So, with a 9% dividend yield, if you look over to the right here, so the annual income is now up to $3,572, which is absolutely huge. Moving down to Realty Income Corporation, so it's up again, just under $2,000 every single year. QYLD, this has been bumped up massively due to they've got just under a 12% dividend yield there. So $2,474 every single year just from the company alone. Right, and if we scroll down here, this is the expected dividends. So in November, we're anticipated to get 1.1. All right, the next month, $1,360. All right, we've got $1,000 in next month, and then in February of 2024, another $1,100 there. So let's click the view upcoming dividends here, and you can actually see in a little bit more detail on what those companies are. So let's moving down to the 18th. Okay, so from here we've just seen the Apple dividend come through. The next one's Bank of Montreal of $102. LTC, $91. Fast forwarding to the next month, if we click here to 20, we can see JEPI. And yeah, so see down here, you can see it's, $301 just for that month alone. So it's increasing very rapidly. And then just up with QYLD, with all the recent buys I've done with those, it's now up to $207 every single month, which is just incredible there. So that's all the recent changes that I've done over the last sort of couple of weeks. Now, from here, what I really want to do, see with Apple, you can see the recent rally as well with Microsoft as well. I'm just going to remember what Warren Buffett said back in the day. He says, be fearful when people are greedy and be greedy when people are fearful. So, as it goes on the uptrend, I'm going to continue to keep sort of selling 3 shares, 5 shares at a time, get those profits in, and then I'll just keep it. I won't put it into any more dividend paying companies. I'll just chuck it in the buying power, and then hopefully once that market crash sort of comes, because Apple and Microsoft can't just go up forever, I'll just look to get those companies at a cheaper price when they go down. In terms of the Alibaba position, I've already pretty much over-invested with the company. They've had 2 bad days. Now they're down to $77 per share, which is, pretty terrible. This would be like an awesome opportunity to buy more shares. But in saying that, I've already sort of got, too much weighting in this company at the moment. So I don't think it would be very smart if I was just to, keep putting more money in. I think that's just be very silly. But yeah, that concludes the video. Thanks for watching. If you did want to sign up with Stake and get a free stock, just use the code ChrisM965. You'll get a free stock. I'll get a free stock. It's free money. Why wouldn't you do it? But thanks for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content, and I'll catch you in the next video.